we've been dragging this man's name through the mud. We've been calling him the pizza bitch. Been calling him little Chris. And we're just kind of wondering, like, why is he being so cheap? I've asked, is Olympia failing as a company? Like, what is going on here?
Pizza,
Turns
bitch.
out. So I apologize, Chris. He's going through a little bit of a divorce.
That's little Chris.
Obviously, in those situations, you probably want to be a little bit more responsible with your money because you just don't know how much of it she's going to get. It's a family situation, so I do want to be respectful of that. But for me, it does make a little bit more sense of like the spending last year. I'm sure this has been a situation they've been dealing with for well over a year. He's probably gone through some therapy, some counseling. He saw the writing on the wall. He's like, yo, I don't want to spend too much money. I don't know what I got going on. But does this worry you about the Bregman race?
No, it doesn't, because they're spending now. You know, they spent so far this offseason. They have the highest payroll in the American League Central as of right now.
That's
so
sorry as hell.
It is sorry as hell.
It is
but
so sorry.
I think they're going to get a deal done with Bregman. I think Bregman is going to be a Detroit Tiger going forward, and they're talking about 185 million or something like that. But it seems like the Tigers are really the last team really going after Bregman like that. So I think they're going to get it done. You hear Scooble talking about how he wants him. You hear Hinch obviously talking about how he wants him. So no,
us, goddammit. The fans, goddammit.
Yeah, the fans want him. If you sign Alex Bregman, you win the Central. So
Mic drop, I win, you lose.
Yeah, I think they're going to do it. Nick stood up out of his chair for this one.
Fellas, first of all, he allegedly had a prenup.
Smart man.
Good
Okay.
for Chris. Good for Chris.
Smart man.
Let's go.
We're
boys.
back to shitting on you.
City
then.
boys.
Oh, it's a legend.
No,
It's a
good.
legend.
Alleged. Yeah, I mean, from my 16-man fantasy baseball chat was deep diving into
sounds awful.
No, it's the best
Does
league
sound
I've
awful.
ever played. It's so much fun. But
Wow, you
they
have
were
more fun with
taking
them than us,
deep
huh?
dives,
Yeah.
reading every article, cliff notes, everything. So he allegedly had a prenup, and she does not have like control of the Tigers at all. Allegedly, this is what I've gathered. So we are in the clear when it comes to that.
Miss Lippy's car is green.
This is, I believe in the long run, going to be a positive. Fellas, this is going to be a positive. What is the best way to get back at your ex, fellas?
Stunt.
Stun on these hoes.
Stunting on them. What better way than to be on the TV broadcast of the World Series with the dime piece next to you in the goddamn suite
On God.
at Comerica Park, maybe even in the new seats that you just set up.
I like it.
After landing Alex Bregman. Don't stop there. Pete Alonso, put him at DH.
There you go.
Get me every single free agent. Sign Scooble, sign Green. I'm talking spending the big bucks, Chris.
You are so
Go
right.
stunt on these nice
Pose.
women.
You are absolutely, positively right.
100% right.
Chris, if you were listening, I mean, truly, what is the better? That'll be the story. Because the Tigers are down and out. They had a historic playoff run last year. Make it even further this year. You'll be the talk of the town.
Make her your Yoko. Make her take all the blame. Make her seem like the problem. If once she's out of the equation, then the Tigers start winning. Now the Red Wings are getting hot. Both teams start taking care of business. Great signings here. Oh, the ownership is great. It was because Yoko Ono was in there gumming up the mix. Get her out of there and stun on these. And another thing, us as a city. Listen, Detroit. I'm speaking to you as a city right now. I'm specifically speaking to the baddies of Detroit.
Baddies.
We know
Worrisome.
we know there's a lot of you out there. Very attractive women reside in Detroit. It worked for Michigan, all right? Michigan got their little spy in there to a billionaire whispering sweet nothings into his ear.
That did work.
Go drop some money on this Bryce Underwood kid and get him to Michigan. All right, honey, you keep me like that and I'll do anything you want. We need somebody to get in there, give our boy Chris a good rebound, give Chris some good action, and whisper some sweet nothings into his ear about,
Alex Bregman.
signing players, spending some money. It would be so hot if you had a top 5 payroll in the MLB. Like, come on. We can get fish in a wig if we have to. But
I want it.
this guy's a billionaire, and if we had a Tigers fan whispering into his ear after pillow talk, that would be awesome.
I'm not going to lie. out of Detroit, and Lions fans are getting up there out of popularity, but Tigers and Red Wings girls,
Oh yeah,
hottest
for sure.
I think.
Hockey's got the
Detroit's
hottest. Hockey's got the hottest girls fans.
Yeah, they really do. Okay, Nick.
As diehard fans, yes, but talking about chicks that show up to the park, summertime, like girls love to be seen at Comerica.
So Chris,
That's just a fact.
the ladies.
Chris is gonna be in the press box.
Yeah.
Scoping. You got.
Why not? Even if people disagree, if you're a billionaire, who gives a shit what they gotta say?
We gotta buy a press box for a game right next to the owner's box, and bring all the baddest bitches we know.
Easy on us, Diddy, with that sound effect.
Yeah,
That was Nick.
that was Nick for
No,
sure.
Easy's controlling it.
Sicko. I'm gonna call my wedding date. Put her on.
Put her on. We got
I'm
some
cry
Jane.
about it, you know?
I'm gonna grab a couple Janes.
Because I'm gonna get
Yeah.
it right up in ya.
Bethany. Like,
Yeah.
it's for the greater good. And like free seats to the games. Or we're your cousins or brothers,
This guy
whatever
will
we
not
gotta
stop.
be to do
Yeah.
there. But Chris, what better way to get back? Nick, what a brilliant point.
Great point.
Fellas, this is a little bit conspiracy theory, but not as far-fetched. I think it happens, fellas. Chris Ilitch, you have a chance to become an absolute legend. You can end all of the narratives. You can be seen on the biggest platform in the world. You bought your team back to the World Series.
Yeah.
You bought it. It was out of your checkbook, buddy, and you got a dime piece next to you while doing it.
We gotta hit up Unky Tom Goris.
Yeah, show him a good time.
Start having him rub shoulders with Chris
Tweaking
Ilitch.
off that 2CP. Huh?
Tweaking off that 2CB. Huh? If there's one thing Tom
Chris is
Goris can
drilling
do,
ladies with T-shirts at the Tigers game.
if there's one thing Tom Goris can do, it's have a good time and spend some fucking money on his team.
Absolutely.
So
guys
we
remember-
need Tom Goris rubbing some shoulders with Unky Chris here.
You guys remember Chris getting popping some bottles after?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So he was in there.
He was in
getting
there.
I kind of like this, Nick. I mean, beyond just like stunned on these hoes, like he's gonna be on his shit. He's
Yeah.
gonna read the new Ted Rath book. He's gonna be fucking grinding, improving himself, improving this damn team. And shout out to
Get his get back.
Burn in the Woodward Sports Chat. Says, I remember when Riley Green pulling Chris in and calling him one of the boys when they clinched.
Yes.
Who do you have left when your girl leaves?
The-
Your boys.
Your boys.
What a point.
The boys.
Your boys.
Lock it in, Chris.
Yeah, and think about it, Chris. You're gonna be you want to be chilling with the boys. You know who pulls the best tail? Athletes, money.
Yes.
So
Yes.
give Scooble a $200 million contract. Give Riley Green a $200 million contract.
The hoes, it'll repopulate the city with hoes.
They could be back out there with you in the club throwing Benjis. Like they're not gonna do it for what they're getting paid now.
You boost the economy, Chris.
It'll all come
Literally.
back. Money always comes back. My
Those
friend
boys
Darius
party
will say-
downtown too. Nick was there.
Oh yeah, dude. 4 years, $50 million per. Send it to Scooble right now.
Noah
Just
Messi
cash
says, "Bro's still got kids. Everybody's got kids.
Yeah, come
Doesn't
on,
mean
what?
you can't have a good
He's
time.
got babysitter money.
Yeah.
Yeah, what do you
for
mean?
Sure.
No,
He can just
doesn't
lock him up in a
have-
safe room, and it probably has
They're-
slides
I
and
think
everything
they're
else.
They're
old.
grown.
They're grown-ups. Yeah.
Yeah, even better. Well, he's got one younger one. But shout out Dumbo Jumbo in the Woodward Sports Chat. We'll do this if we have to. So K9 got to make a return for little Chris.
If we have to.
If we have to.
That's what floats your boat.
I mean, he did that for what, $250? Imagine what little Chris could get. K9? I mean, Pete? I mean, whatever you're going by these days?
I'm still going to bang R.
Just saying.
Kelly at most functions.
I love
alright?
that take.
That's a crazy.
What?
That is a crazy drop.